Good day. How's everybody doing today? It's Monday, March 17th. It's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I hope that all of you had a fabulous weekend. Maybe you did a little bit of St. Patrick's Day celebrating over the weekend, maybe. Tell me if you did. Tell me what you did. Did you drink a little green beer? Did you go to some kind of a St. Patrick's Day party? Or did you just make some St. Patrick's Day jewelry? Maybe a little green, maybe green beads, green cording, something like that. What did you do? Tell me. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm sitting here in Arizona watching a couple of coyotes hang around my property. They've been walking around out in front of my house, so I've been distracted by the two little coyotes out there. So, hi, Joan. Good morning from Phoenix. Hello. And Michelle is here. Hi, Michelle. Tanya's here from South Florida. Hi, Tanya. Gosh, you guys, I feel like we just did this because, well, we did. I had a late show last week. I had a show on Thursday. I hijacked Becky's show. So I feel like I was just here, but it is Monday. It is my normal time. If you don't know, I'm Deb Floros. This is my show here at artbeads.com. Designing with Deb, and we meet every Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. Pacific. Hi, Tina. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Bridget from Maryland is here. Good morning. So I don't typically celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Did I say that? It's not that I'm against it, but I have never really celebrated it. I have not an ounce of Irish in me that I know of, and I really haven't, just ever really celebrated it. So I am woefully, greenless today. So I might get pinched a little bit later. Who knows? But I'm all about all of you that do celebrate. So if you celebrate, I'm so glad that you do. And I hope that you enjoy the day and have some fun with it. Hi, Janice. Hello from Texas. So, let's see. It is St. Patrick's Day. So of course, Art Beads has been celebrating. Today is the last day of the St. Patrick's Day mystery coupon. So if you have not yet taken advantage of this, there's a couple of ways. You may have already received something in your email, maybe, and you can go and redeem the coupon on the website, or you can go to artbeads.com and there's a banner across the screen, and that banner is all about St. Patrick's Day. You can click on that banner and go in, and it will send you to that coupon, and you can join in the fun and get a store-wide coupon that you can use and take some goodies home with you. Santa Barbara girl says, "Good morning, Deb. You may not be Irish, but you do have a little leprechaun in you." I think I just might. I could do that little leprechaun dance. Oh gosh, you guys. So, you always make me laugh. Thank you all for being here. Welcome. So as I've said, it is Monday, March 17th. It's St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to just have a little fun today. We're going to do something easy, but I'm going to give you some really good ideas. So before we go there, in case you've never joined us here at artbeads.com/live for a live show, you want to watch us on artbeads.com. That's the best place because I can see your comments. You can chat with each other. You can chat with Michelle and I. And it's just kind of a fun place and fun thing to do to get your also shop the show, which is pretty darn cool. So there's a little shopping bag icon on your screen. You should be able to see that. That will allow you to go in and see everything that's in the show. And you can shop the show. So you can take those items out of the shopping bag, put it into your shopping cart, and then you can check out and get those things on their way to you as soon as possible. Art Beads does a nice, fast job of shipping things to you guys. So, do a little shopping while you're here. Might be kind of fun. And if you want to share the show, there is a little arrow. You can share it out, on your own page or in groups that allow you to do that. So feel free to share. And if you do shop the show, I don't go away. So I just get smaller on the page, and you can shop away. You can listen to me. You can see what I'm doing, and you can still see all of the chatter here on the show. So feel free to shop. And if you're watching on replay, you can shop the show on replay as well. And we would love for you to do that. So, let's see, what else is going on here with the comments? I see Denise says, good morning from colorful Colorado. We love Colorado. Moni says, good morning. Hello. Kathleen Lane says, Deb plus new ideas equals the perfect St. Patrick's Day. Thank you. That's so sweet. Marianne says, hello to Michelle. Moni says, happy Monday. Kathleen, you're sweet. So you guys, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, we want you to come on over, but we appreciate the watches. We give you a couple of ways to get over to artbeads.com. If you're watching on Facebook, you can take that code that's at the top of the screen, drop it in the comments. It will send you to Messenger and on over to artbeads.com. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can go to the description of the show, click on the link and come on over. But we love for you guys to join us wherever you happen to be. So I've got some coffee. I'm ready to get started. Let me take a sip. I've got my kitty cat cup here today. Thank you for the hearts. So I'm going to flip my camera down, and we're going to do some talking about making earrings with connectors. So I'm going to down, and I know you guys love when Julie Bean shares her fun thrifting finds and her cool things that she finds out in the thrift stores. I also love to do that, and I love the weird stuff. So I found this. I thought I would tell you guys what this is. This is an escargot tray. Now, I'm not necessarily an escargot fan, but this was such a cool tray, and what a cool way to put beads, in a single place to work with, or findings. And I thought it was a fun way today to show off some earrings. We're getting a lot of glare, but I thought I would share one of my fun and funky finds from the thrift stores. So we all love a good thrift, and this was a fun thing I acquired recently. So I had some fun with this fun tray. So I thought I would show off making jewelry with connectors. Now, what is a connector? I'm going to show you a connector, and you'll see what I mean. So a connector is typically a jewelry finding that has multiple holes or multiple places for you to make connections. So I've got another one handy here. Let me grab that 1 second. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, here's another one. This is a very functional connector that you might see like this one. So this is a multi-strand connector that is, thank you for the hearts, you guys. This is a multi-strand connector. It's got 3 holes, small holes, a large hole. It's kind of intended to help you with a bracelet. So you would put your bracelet strands like this and attach a clasp on this loop. This is a kind of connector that you'll see in all different sizes, different metals, different shapes, and maybe even a different number of holes or loops to connect to. I like to use these for earrings. I'm going to show you that design in a little bit. But let me show you some other examples. Now, connectors are different from charms because charms usually only have one hole, and they are, they're just meant to be a charm or a dangle or something. Connectors have, two holes. So this is an earring I made a while back. There's a hole here and a hole on this side. So this is what I would call a connector. Now this one is curved just a little bit. So this can act as a bracelet bar. So it is a connector piece that you can do lots of things with. I did a live show a while back. If you go back into the live shows and look for DIY with JBB beads and findings, this was an earring I made. And this is a fun connector. Now, I'm not sure this connector is still available, which is why I didn't give the info to Michelle to show you, but I used some amazing fire polish beads in purple, and I just wire wrapped them onto the bottom of this connector. So I wanted to show you some of the pieces that I've made before, so that it'll give you just some ideas of the possibilities of making things with, making earrings with connectors. Thank you, Santa Barbara girl. I just love that this is something a little bit different. You're combining metal and beads. Really, really fun. These are really elegant and fun. And I just connected, how many did I connect? 1, 2, 3, 5 fire polish beads, wire wrapped with ball end head pins. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. And that is, that's a fun design. So that's one that I made in the past. So I'm going to set that aside. I also made these for a project. These were not on a live show, but if you go to the design studio and you find my designs, you look for boho chandelier and bead cap earrings. These are super fun. So this is a really, really fun bohemian design. And I used these pieces as a connector. And then if you look closely, I've got some bead caps connecting my seed bead pieces. So I've got some wire wrapped seed beads, and I interspersed some of those beautiful, fun, kind of floral bead caps. And that makes a really fun earring. If you want to go find that project, I did a tutorial. You can check out this design. They're so fun. And these are actually some of the Art Beads designer seed bead blends. Thank you, Kara. I love, love, love these. So that is another design that we can call connector. And I see Debbie says, I have those connectors. They are beautiful. So here they are on their own. And I even think Becky did a design with these as well. These are very, very detailed, beautiful pieces. And you can get a slightly different look by flipping them in a different direction. So they're a little bit different dependent on the side that you put them on. And I've got some silver ones coming up that we're going to use in a design that we'll make today. But these are antique brass, and they call these small curly with heart chandelier because you could see the little heart. And I just love these. The options are endless. And again, because these are connectors or can be construed as connectors, you can even use them to connect things on a bracelet or a necklace. You've got lots of places to connect your wire to and dangle things from. So these are so, so much fun. So we're going to make some earrings with silver in just a little bit. I wanted to show you these. Oh my gosh, I love these. I decided to do these in an asymmetrical look. So let me show you what I mean by that. Get a good hold on these. These are really, really beautiful connectors. They are 2-hole connectors, so they've got a hole at the top and the bottom, and they are a little bit different depending on how you flip them. So I actually made a pair of earrings with the piece flipped one direction for one earring and the piece flipped the other direction on the other side. And they've got a flower and a leaf. And I kind of felt like this looked a little bit like a horseshoe, like a good luck horseshoe. And I thought that might be, for St. Patrick's Day, a lucky thing for us. Thank you, Moni. And Santa Barbara Girl says, great for multi-strand projects. Yes. So these are sterling silver flower and leaf links. So if you wanted to use them as a link for a bracelet or use a couple of them for a link on a bracelet, they are gorgeous. And I combined them with some really beautiful prestige 6mm round moonlight pearls. So look at those little beautiful pearls. Everybody loves pearls, and what a fun, simple earring to make. All you need are the connectors, 2 pearls, a couple of head pins, and a pair of ear wires. And you can orient them both in the same direction if you feel more comfortable with that. Or you can do this asymmetrical look, which is kind of fun. These are absolutely lovely. And they are not double-sided. So just so you know, full disclosure, they're not, but that makes them a little bit more lightweight. And I see these as the kinds of earrings that go with everything. So if you love a nice, simple pearl, easy breezy earring, there you go. Super easy, super, super easy. And Carolyn says, never use connectors. I need them. Yes. Connectors are fantastic and just so great for making earrings. I make so many earrings with connectors. It's silly. It's just crazy. So I've got another fun connector, and I used them with 2 different kinds of beads, and I did that intentionally. Let me move this tray out of the way. I did it intentionally to show you how easy it is to change the look. So these, let me open up my notes here. So these are really cool connectors. I've used these before. These are Art Beads sterling silver 5-loop star-shaped links. And they almost have like a patina in the shape. And these look so, so cool. Hi, Kim Caldwell. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. These are so cool. And they have a large loop at the bottom, perfect for wire wrapping beads too. So I love the look of that. So you've got this beautiful sterling silver piece and then this just nice area where you can connect all these beautiful beads. So I chose for this earring, these incredible check fire polish glass beads. These are 8mm. They are round yellow jonquil AB. And if you love yellow like I do, you'll want to get these home because these are so lovely and so sparkly and shiny. They're perfect for your spring designs. Hi, Susanna. No worries. We're just getting started here. So these are gorgeous. These are absolutely spectacular for this kind of design. So whether you choose this connector or a different one, these beautiful yellow AB beads are just spectacular. I also did an alternate design and showed you what this might look like with some teardrop beads. So here you can see better that nice big loop at the bottom that will allow you to connect something too. So you've got a loop up top, and then you've got this exaggerated section down at the bottom that will allow you to make attachments of whatever you choose, whatever you desire. And I chose these Preciosa Crystal Gem Color Pearl Pear beads. They are 15 by 8 millimeter and they are navy blue. And wow, these are such saturated, rich beads. They're gorgeous and they look so lovely. And what a completely different look with the teardrops and the, opaque beads versus these bright, AB finish, clear, yellowy. I mean, just two different looks. So showing you how you can do so many fun things with these connector pieces. Now, I don't know. I might have to take one of these apart because I probably wouldn't wear these together. But I'm going to have to choose which beads I'm going to use for the pair I want to keep because I love both beads. Navy beads are so hard to find, and these Preciosa beads are fantastic. So if you're looking for these, a fun pair of connectors to do lots of different things with, this 5-loop star-shaped link is really awesome. So that's another idea for you. And I've got one more idea before we make something. And this one has to be my favorite. Now, I teased a while back that I was going to use these, and they are pretty close to being sold out. They may even be sold out by now. These are connectors that are just, I'm getting my notes. These are connectors that are just to die for. These are 8-hole or 8-loop connectors. And oh my gosh, Ruth says, love the blue, and Kara says, both are lovely. Thank you on those prior earrings. So check these out. Good morning, Kim. These are amazing connectors. And they are for the girl that wants to be super dramatic with an earring. So I challenged myself to do something fun with these. Michelle says, these woven connectors are my favorite style. These are big. So let me show you on a wrist. They look like that. So this, I think, could really be any kind of a connector, but there are 8 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And look at all of the other opportunities. There's holes all over this connector, so you can do so many other fun things. So let's see. Moni says those ear wires are perfect for those connectors. Yes, those ear wires on these earrings are also available, and they are so fun. So this is a very elegant, very dramatic earring. And this connector has incredible beads on them. So it has some 5,500 prestige 9 by 6 millimeter teardrop crystals. And they are a clear crystal. They are stunning beads. And I just thought this would be so very elegant for those of you that like a little bit of a vintage style with a twist. And I did include on the design some very lovely sterling silver chain. This is cable chain, and it is a teeny tiny cable chain, and it's sold by the foot. So if you love a good cable chain, this cable chain looks so nice. I used it to attach to 2 of our loops up top, and then I attached to a jump ring, and then I attached the jump ring to a French hook ear wire. And then I wire wrapped 4 of those beautiful teardrops directly onto the loops of the connector. And then I grabbed some more of that cable chain and I just draped it from one loop to another. Oh gosh, Heather, you're so right. This would be a beautiful brooch. So if you want to try and manipulate that to a brooch look, you could literally connect this to a pin and you've got a fun brooch. So I love these. These are just something really different. I told you guys a while back I was going to use these, and I'm crazy about these earrings. They're just really fun, really dramatic, really interesting and different. Thank you, Georgina. Thank you so much. So if you want to do something wild and crazy, thank you for the hearts, you guys. This is a way to do it with a really cool connector piece. So if those are still available, guys, that's a fun way to make a pair of earrings with connectors. All right, so let's make something. Let's make a couple pairs of earrings with connectors, shall we? I've got my bead mat ready to go so we don't have any casualties roll away. Let's start with something a little easy, dramatic, and fun. So here's what I've got. And this is one of those connectors we just saw a little while ago. So this is the silver version of that fun connector with the heart. And I've got all metal in this piece. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. So I've got all metal, no beads, but you could most certainly do beads with this piece. So let me tell you about what all we've got here so we can make it. And again, this is called, this is made by JBB, one of my favorite metal components makers. It's an antique sterling silver, small, curly with heart. And you can flip it either direction. Janice, isn't it fun? Oh, and Kim saying that would make a cool necklace focal. I agree with you. And oh, Daisy said there must be something in the air. I was just looking through my connectors last night thinking I could make some banging earrings with these. That's a great, that goes through my head a lot, that statement. I could make some banging earrings with these. So I'm glad that's in the air. These are great. These are the silver version of, let me find the other ones. Where did I put them? These are this is the silver version of this one we just looked at. So this is super fun as a connector, and we've got lots of places to attach things. So we're also going to use another connector to attach to our connector. I know that sounds crazy, but this little guy is perfect for a connector to attach to a connector. And this is a sterling silver tiny daisy link. Look at this little guy, and it's so detailed. And I thought this one kind of was giving me spring vibes, so I want to get ready for spring. And we're going to use that to attach to our larger connector. And then we're going to use a really beautiful, also floral charm. Look at this, is so fun. This is an art bead sterling silver small 2 flowers with a curved stem. And this one is just so lovely. So we're going to attach that to, so we got a connector, and a charm. And then we're not going to stop there. No, we're not going to stop there. We also have these incredible, these are like some of the tiniest charms ever. And when I found these, I just squealed. Like, they are so cute. Look at these tiny little butterflies. So when you guys get these home, you are going to freak because they are so cute. These are sterling silver tiny butterfly charms. And they have a tiny little loop on top. So we're going to connect those to our connectors as well. So we've got a fun all metal piece, and this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to take our connector, we're going to connect our small connector, then we're going to connect our charm, and then up top, we're going to add some butterflies. And I love those little butterflies. So this is the perfect spring wear with everything earring. And we're going to make that right now. So first, I want to make sure I'm putting my my connector piece in the right orientation. So these are a little bit different when you flip them in a different direction. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm going to use it this direction so that these bottom little curly cues go upwards. And I've got some 4mm jump rings here. Now, you may have heard me say this before. If I can fit 2 jump rings through something, I'm going to use 2. It just makes things look a little bit more substantive. You don't have to do this. I just like to do this. It also maybe adds just a touch more security. If you've got a lot of little pieces, you might want to think about that if you can fit them. Now, not every component is going to fit 2 jump rings. So just letting you know, you won't be able to do that in all instances. So I'm going to start by connecting my connectors. So I've got my little filigree fun connector, and then I've got that little tiny flower connector. So I'm going to start with 1 jump ring. I want to show you how it looks with 1. So it's a little flip-floppy, you know, but it works. It's holding everything together. Everything kind of moves very fluidly. But I'm going to add a second one. I want you to see how that will look with a second one. So I'm going to grab my connector. I'm going to put that through, and then because I can fit it in there. Now it's a little tricky to do this on camera, and I already got it out of there. So I'm going to start by putting it in the smaller piece. So I've got that through the smaller piece, and then I'm going to hold over here, and I'm going to hold it this way, and I'm going to put that up through my other connector piece. Well, that's not working right. Let's do that here. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So then I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and I'm going to connect my jump ring. So now I've got 2 jump rings in there. So it's a little bit more substantive. It's got a little bit more of kind of a bail effect there. And if for some reason your jump ring kind of gets loose a little bit, you've got another jump ring there to make sure you don't lose your beautiful pieces. So that's the first step for this one. And then we're going to connect our charm. And this charm is also not two-sided, but it is lovely on both sides. So we're going to connect that to our small connector, and we're going to use 2 jump rings again. And so I'm going to open up with my chain nose pliers, and I'm going to grab that other part of the connector piece, that little connector, little flower connector. And then I'm going to close up my jump ring nice and tight. Get a nice tight closure there. You want to hear that jump ring close. I know that sounds crazy. And I've got 1, but I'm going to put another on just to give us that little extra look. So let the camera focus. I put that on. Actually, I'm going to take it through the connector piece first. Put it through that connector, and then grab my charm and put it through there, and then close up that second jump ring. So this is super easy, you guys. This is not a hard project, but look at the drama of this earring. It's eclectic, it's joyful, it's whimsical. It's just really a cool, fun earring. And I think this is so springish. Now we're going to add our butterflies, and we're going to just add them to our little open sections here in the piece. So that's just, I mean, all of these open spaces are game for you to attach something to. And these little holes are only going to accommodate one jump ring. So we're just using one jump ring up there for our butterflies. And these are just the cutest butterflies. So even if you don't choose the same pieces I did, you guys, there are a lot of other fun charms, and when you get them home, you can lay them out onto your bead mat and just start playing. Just get some connectors, get some metal pieces, and just put them all out and find some ways to put them together. So this is one of my favorite things to do, is just grab a bunch of connectors and metal charms and put them all together. Just make something fun and joyful and whimsical. Assemble it all together, and you've got a really fun design. So there, that was being a little bit stubborn. So, all right. So now I'm closing up that last jump ring there, making sure it's nice and tight. And now look, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. What do you guys think? Is this fun? If you grab a bunch of fun charms and connectors, you can do so many fun things. So this is fun. All I need is an ear wire now. So let me grab an ear wire. These are also available, these beautiful sterling silver. These are 10 by 22 millimeter. They have a nice little loop up front. They are French ear wires. They're not the ball end ones, but they are perfect for this kind of a design. And if you're going for that all sterling look or that all silver look, these are just perfect for this design. You're not using an ear wire that's too fancy. It's not going to overshadow your fun earring, but look at these adorable, whimsical earrings. We've got flowers, we've got butterflies, we've got hearts. They are so super cute, fun for spring and summer and beyond. So I'm loving those little butterflies. They are just precious. So yeah, don't miss the opportunity to pick up what's in the show today, because they may be in limited supply. So get these fun little earrings. We're going to set those off to the side. Those are so much fun. Now we're going to do a little something different. This is another connector earring that's super interesting. And this one is going to incorporate beads. And I showed this connector earlier. So this is really kind of meant to be more of a functional connector. So not really meant to be the star of the show, not really meant to be, like used this way, but I like using it this way. And it is a tiara cast connector. And so the quality is great. The detail is nice. And I thought these would be so much fun with some chain and some really dramatic beads. So let me grab all of my parts to tell you about these. And they are a combination of some antique copper and some beautiful, like, bright copper. So let me find my connectors again. Okay. So these are tiara cast antique copper plated pewter. They're actually stitch-in components. So meant to maybe be used for your stitching design. So they are really more of a utility kind of piece versus a star of the show kind of piece. But let's make them the star of the show and let's do something fun with them. Has anybody used these before? Just curious if anybody's used them. And I've got some really beautiful chain. It is, let me open this up. This is also cable chain, also sold by the foot, and it's a fine copper round cable. This is beautiful, lovely chain. This is sold by the foot, guys. So you get a foot, you can make several pairs of these earrings. I've already pre-cut my pieces for the second earring. So look at how much I've got left. I can make more earrings with this chain. Really fun, pretty bright copper. And then these beads made my heart sing. They are crazy good beads. These are check glass. They are 8mm coated, and I think it's pronounced Maria purple and jet melon bead. So who doesn't love a good melon bead? So it's got that melon shape to it, and then look at these, you guys. These are to die for. They're so like mystical and magical. There's like every shade of, I don't know what. There's like yellow and pink and purple and blue. They are amazing. So these beads just made me crazy. And I thought, this is a cool way to showcase them. So I'm going to put them over here so we can see the beauty of those guys. And then we've got some bright copper ear wires. So we've got bright copper chain pieces. We've got an antique copper component, a bright copper ear wire, and then I'm using a dark antique copper head pin. I put some options of ear wires and head pins in the show, thinking that you can maybe go with more of one or the other if you prefer. If you prefer more of a all antique copper or all bright copper, you've got the options to do that. I've got flat end head pins, but you can also use a ball end head pin. And I've got those in that antique copper. And then I've got 3 pieces of our cable chain. Now I'll give you the formula for these because I did pre-cut. This is so hard to cut on camera. It's going to be hard enough to connect them on camera, but I've got 3 links because we're kind of doing a staggered look. So we've got a long one, a medium one, and a short one. Now you could design this however you'd like, but I wanted these beads to not be bunched up together, unlike some of the other earrings we looked at where we've got, you know, like these. Where is that other one? Like these are all bunched up together, and that's cool. But these, I want them to be showcased. Now you could do them in different orientations. You could do 2 long ones on either side and a short one, whatever you prefer. But this I thought was super fun. And I'll show you how I made this exact one if you want to replicate that and make one yourself when you get all of these pretties home. So we've got to connect to this connector. And the way we're going to do that is using 4mm jump rings again. So I've got some antique copper 4mm jump rings, and I'm going to attach my chain to the 4mm jump rings and to the connector. So I need my chain nose pliers, and I'm going to start with attaching my chain to the connectors. Now, the smallest piece of chain is almost, you almost can't see it, but it is 3 chain links, and they are tiny, guys. So you will have to maybe, put on those glasses, maybe readers if you use readers, or a magnifier if that's preferable for you. But I'm attaching 3 links here, and then I'm going to attach it to one of the links on my connector. And then I'm going to close that up. Now I am just using one jump ring because you can only fit one jump ring onto this chain. This chain is tiny. You'll probably have to be very patient to get the chain onto your jump ring. So the next longest piece, the medium length piece, is 8 links. So that one's going to go in the center, and this is tricky, getting this chain onto your jump ring. So I'm going to do my best to show you how I do that. And it is tricky because those chain links are tiny. All right, I got it on. So I try to put it on my fingertip and then kind of press the jump ring into it. So that one's going in the center. So what we've got 3 loops on our connector. We're going to put that onto the center loop like that. And then we're going to close up our jump ring and make sure that's nice and tight. You want to hear that jump ring close. So we've got 2 pieces of chain on there, you guys, and we're going to add the third. And the longest piece, and you can adjust this however you would like. I would love to make this super long, but we've already done one really funky, crazy earring today. So I thought that maybe we'd go a little bit shorter for this. But this is 14 chain links, and that's our longest one. So I'm going to attach that to my third loop. Now, if you want to use smaller beads to attach to this chain, you could. I kind of went for a little bit of a funky look here, not too overly crazy, but yeah. So now I've got all of my pieces of chain attached. So the next thing I want to do is I want to put my beads on my head pins, and then we're going to wire wrap those to the chain. If you're not comfortable wire wrapping directly to the chain pieces, you can use jump rings. So I would suggest you just grab a few more of those 4mm jump rings, and then you can attach them to your chain. So putting on our beautiful beads, oh my gosh, these beads are just fantastic. When you get these home in person, you will flip. I mean, they are so stunning. They have like a purpley black base to them. So they take that coating and just let it just go crazy. I mean, let it shine, so to speak. All right, so I've got my round nose pliers, and I'm going to do a wire wrap loop. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. So I'm creating a loop up top, and I'm going to open up that loop a little bit, and I'm going to come and put on you see I've got my tiny loop of my first little tiny piece of chain. I'm just going to drop my head pin right in there and pull it down onto the loop like that. Then I'm going to grab my Xuron pliers. These are so great for this work with kind of small pieces and parts. So I'm going to grab onto my loop like that. And then I'm going to take my head pin, and wrap around a few times like that. Give yourself a few wraps. And then I'm going to come in with my cutters and cut off my excess. And then I'm going to come back with my Xuron pliers and tuck in the little end of my head pin. These Xuron pliers are so perfect for this little detailed work like that. You can really see what you're doing because you don't have a lot of width to your pliers, so you're able to see what's going on when you're actually doing it. So here's our first bead. Our first bead onto our earring, and that bead is a beauty. All right, so we're gonna do that 2 more times. Gonna grab another one of those incredible, mystical, magical beads. Wow. I'm just in love with them. I can't say enough about them. They're so cool. All right, so I'm gonna do another loop and I'm gonna pull that around, and I've got a loop up top. I'm gonna open that up a little bit. Then I'm gonna come in and grab that second longest piece of chain, and I see that little end of my chain, and I'm going to pull that through onto my loop and come in with my Xuron pliers, holding on to my loop, and I'm going to come down and do some wraps and get that onto my bead, and we're going to snip off our excess, and we're always going to come back and check that little piece of wire and tighten that up, get that synced up, and straighten out whatever needs to be straightened out. And then we've got 2 of our beads on. Ooh, I love how these beads look with this copper. And I love copper because copper looks so great all year round. It translates to all seasons. Here's our 3rd bead, another glamour shot of our 3rd bead. And I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers. We're going to do a little wrapping there. Open that guy up. And then I've got my longest piece of chain. I'm going to put that onto my fingertip. I'm going to take my head pin. I'm going to drop it right into that link and pull it right into my loop. And then come back with my chain nose, hold on to that loop, and do my wraps. And get that bead nice and secure onto my head pin like so. And we're going to snip off our excess. And then I'm going to do that last wire, tuck that last little bit on. And sometimes when you're doing that, you can kind of get things a little out of shape, but you can fix that with your pliers. And now, guys, look. So this is so fun. They almost look like little lamps. When they're wrapped like that, they look like little lamps, little hanging lamps. Now, the last thing we're going to do is put an ear wire here on this guy. And I've got those same ear wires that we saw here for our silver earrings, the little French hooks. I've got them in this copper 21 gauge. And they're beautiful. These are just really a nice quality. And they just have a very simple loop. So if you just want a very simple earring, this is how you do it. So I'm gonna do these so that they are mirroring each other. So I want my shortest strand to be in front so that they are, oh, look at that. I love that. So I'm gonna take that and put that onto my ear wire. Maybe I've opened it up enough. Yes. Okay. So it's on, and we are going to close up our loop and get that nice and secure. And these pliers are also great for opening and closing your ear wires because it's such fine work. So guys, look at these. Are these fun? What do you think of these, you guys? You like these? Super interesting, different. We've got those connector pieces. We've got some beautiful chain, and we're showcasing these amazing beads. I'm going to put these on when I turn the camera back. In fact, I'll try both pairs on so you can see what these look like. They're so much fun. One more close-up of these. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. One more close-up of these. So much fun. And I'll show off one more pair if I can find them on my table here. Oh, here they are. These pieces and parts are available today. These are so much fun as well. So we've got a lot of fun connector earrings, and I'm challenging you guys to use connectors for earrings too. So I had a couple folks say they had some connectors and they were thinking about making some earrings. So I think today's the day. You got to get those connectors out. Get these pieces and parts into your carts and check out before we close out the show, you guys. So I'm going to do a little show and tell for you while you do that. So let's start with those simple pearls, okay? Let's start with those because these are you just want something simple. You don't want anything wild and crazy. Look at those. So pretty, just a simple, elegant earring. And remember, I did these asymmetrical, but you can do them in the same orientation so that they are not going in opposite directions. Maybe that's a little bit too wild and crazy. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. What do you think? You like those? Then, oh, you know what? I should try on those. I should show you these, how they look on. These are the really dramatic, big connector ones. If you're lucky enough to get these because they were limited, or maybe they might not be available, but look at these. Oh my gosh. I couldn't love these more. These are totally my jam. Look at those guys. So these are fun. If you're lucky enough to get those connectors, get some chain, get those fun crystal drops. They're so pretty. All right, so that covers those two. Then if you just want those springy, silvery, fun, floral kind of looks, a little butterfly. These are dangly and pretty and fun. I love these. Oh my gosh, look at how the little butterflies move. And they are so elegant and so sweet and fun, just whimsical. So those are ready to go. These little connector pieces that we used, remember they're in that antique brass too. They're so cool. Okay, and these, I think these might be my favorite. I just really dig these. The beads are fantastic. The connector pieces are so unexpected. Look at those guys. Look at that one. Just fantastic beads, fantastic connectors. You guys are going to make connector earrings, right? You're going to make some connector earrings. I hope you will. I think all of you should give it a try if you have not yet. And we've given you some options today to play with, some ideas. You can go back and see some of the other videos I pointed you to if you want to check out some of the designs I showed at the beginning of the show. And that's all I have to show you today. But guys, there are so many other fun shows coming up this week. You can watch all the rest of the design team every day this week. I believe we've got a full 5-show lineup this week. So after my show, you can plan to watch all of the other shows this week and see what all the other ladies are making. And let's see, don't forget to share what you're making. So if you do make some connector earrings, we would love for you to share them in our Facebook group, Serious Art Beaters. Go to Facebook, join us there if you haven't already. Share what you've made, share those fun connector earrings. And guys, I'll be back with you next Monday. I have another fun show planned for you. I hope you all have a fantastic week, a fantastic rest of your St. Patrick's Day, and go make something. I'll see ya. Guys, have a great day. Love you lots. Bye.